Code it now. So for this code it now we have two activities. The first one is print every third character between Z and A. So let's switch over to our JGrasp window and let's start a new file. Control N, hit enter for Java. And let's copy a file's contents like grade output. Since we're not going to be using a scanner object, we're just going to be doing some stuff inside the main method. Now let's change the name of our class. So instead of grade output, maybe we can just call this third character. Yep. And we'll change the class declaration name as well. Third character. Then we can delete the old stuff inside the main method since we don't need this anymore. All right. So since we want to print every third character between Z and A, we know that we're going to have to use a char to keep track of what character we're currently on. And we're going to need a while loop because we want to keep subtracting 3. So we want to start with char Z, subtract 3 from it, then get whatever that next char is, subtract 3 from that, get whatever that next char is, and we want to keep doing this until the value of our stored char is greater than or equal to A. And the reason we can subtract chars like this is because the way chars end up being represented in Java is just like actual numbers, or rather actual integers. But char is just constrained to a very specific amount of memory, whereas integers, they let you have more memory so you can represent much larger numbers, whereas there's only, 26 letters in the alphabet. Okay, so for starting the code, we're going to define our char, so char, and we can just give it a name of, let's say, current, for the current char we're on. And we're going to start with Z, and we need a semicolon. And then we're going to need a while loop, but before we write the while loop, I'm just going to add in a comment here saying print out every third character between Z and A. Okay, so now we're going to want to write out our while loop, so while, and we want to continue printing while current is greater than or equal to A. And then we need to add our curly braces. Okay, and we indent. So now within the while loop, there are two main things we want to do. The first thing we want to do is we want to print out every third character. And the second thing we want to do is we want to subtract 3 from our current character. Because if we don't do that, then we're just going to keep staying on the same character, and this while loop will just go on forever. So let's print out first. So system.out.println, and we can just put in current here, semicolon, and then we need to subtract from current, so current. Now for this, since we're just going to be subtracting 3 every time, we don't have to write out something like this where we would say current equals current minus 3. Instead, what we can do is we can use the special operator minus equals 3, and this will get the same job done. And of course, don't forget your semicolon. So now that all that is done, this should be enough. So let's see if it works properly. So Control S to save, accept the defaults, enter, Control B to compile. And yep, it compiled correctly, which is good, operation complete. And then Control R to run. And let's see what we got. This seems to look correct. So we have Z, W, T, Q. Seems like it makes sense to me. Yeah. All right. So that's it.